And now, the further adventures of Big John and Sparkie. Today's chapter is entitled, Big John Disappears. You know, boys and girls, I was pretty hurt when Yuki Butcher took my girlfriend away from me. When Rosalie McClanahan liked Yuki more than she liked me, well, you know how it is if you've ever been in love. And then when I heard Yuki and Rosalie were going to get married, that was almost too much. It was a shock. I had gone up to my room to take a nap. Mayor Plumfront and Sparkie decided they wanted to do something to cheer me up, so Sparkie came upstairs to look for me.
Hey, Big John, would you like to go for a ride in... Big John isn't in his room. Hey, Big John, where are you? Maybe he's in the bathroom. Being it's so hot, maybe he's taking a shower before he lays down. No, the bathroom door's open. There's no one in there. Maybe he's in my room. He likes it in there during the day because it's at the back of the house and the shade trees outside keep it cool. Hey, Big John, are you there? No, he's not in here either. Now, I wonder where he could be. Hey, Big John? Big John? Hey. Boy. Mayor? Mayor Plumfront? Hey, you better come up here real quick. Hey, Mayor!
What's the matter, lad? What do you want? Is there something wrong up there?
Well, I don't know. Big John isn't up here.
He isn't up there?
No.
Well, now, lad, he's just got to be. You said that he was coming up here to lay down because he was tired.
Oh, I looked all over. He isn't in his room. He isn't in my room. He isn't in the spare room. I looked in the bathroom. There isn't any place for him to be.
Well, now, where could he be? He said he was coming upstairs.
Hey, you don't suppose he left home, do you?
Well, now, why would he want to go and do a thing like that?
Well, I mean, because Miss McClanahan jilted him. Maybe he left home to forget about her. Maybe he went away to join the Foreign Legion.
To join the Foreign Legion? Well, now, lad, where'd you ever get an idea like that?
Well, Mayor, men do things like that. I saw a television program not long ago where this guy went away to join the Foreign Legion to forget his girlfriend who jilted him. And, I bet that's exactly what Big John did. I bet he went away to join the Foreign Legion just to forget Miss McClanahan.
Now, lad, let's not go losing our heads over this thing. Just sit down for a minute and let me figure this thing out. Here, sit down on the steps alongside me here and whilst I cart you.
Yeah, but Mayor, that's the only thing that could have happened to Big John. He ran away and joined the Foreign Legion to forget Miss McClanahan.
No. I doubt that, lad. Big John's too sensible to do a thing like that. Besides, Sparkie, a feller just doesn't up and join the Foreign Legion. That takes time to do something like that.
Well, then maybe Big John is so broken up over losing her that he went away to live like a tramp. Yeah. Maybe he's just going to drift from town to town riding freight trains.
You don't really think Big John do a thing like that now, do you, lad?
What's wrong with it? I sort of think that'd be fun, living like a tramp and riding freight trains. Charlie Clammerding said that's going to be his ambition, to grow up and be a tramp.
Yeah, well, I've always said that there Charlie Clammerding boy didn't have no ambition. What future is there to being a tramp? Lad, you must always strive to do your best. You must always strive to make a name for yourself. You must always strive to be successful, distinguished, a man among men. Like me, lad.
Well, we're not figuring out where Big John is, just standing here talking. Come on, we gotta find him. Oh, I just had a terrible thought, Mayor.
What's that?
Maybe he jumped into the river.
Oh, now, why in the world would Big John go and do a thing like that there, jump in the river?
Because Miss McClanahan jilted him, Mayor. Boy, haven't you ever heard of people doing things like that?
Well, yes, lad, I have, but they weren't very sensible people. Big John's too sensible to do a thing like that.
Well, I don't know. When a guy gets thrown over by his girlfriend, it does funny things to him. Why, the most sensible person I know, in fact, he's a genius, is Captain Jupiter.
Captain Jupiter? Who's he? Somebody in the Army or what?
He's the hero of my favorite serial, General Comet of the Universe Patrol. It takes place in the year 3000, and it's got rocket ships and everything like that in it. Anyway, Captain Jupiter was jilted by his sweetheart in chapter 182, and boy, did he ever lose his head. And you know what he did?
Jump in the river?
No! He got into his rocket ship and blasted off and purposely smashed it head on into the sun.
He must have been fried crisper than a burned piece of bacon, I'd say.
No, he came out of it okay. It seems he had forgotten to take off his asbestos spacesuit, and that's what saved his life.
I see. Yeah, well... Well, lad, what about Big John? That's our problem.
Yeah, that's right. What about him? Do you think maybe he jumped into the river? Should we call out the Coast Guard and have him drag the river?
No, I don't know about that, but I do think that we ought to go out and hunt for him. Poor feller's in a daze. No telling what could happen to him. He's in no condition to go wandering around town by himself, I know that.
Well, let's get Yuki and have him drive us around town in his taxi cab. That's the best way to hunt for Big John.
Good idea. Get on the telephone and call Yuki, and we'll go out and look for Big John.
Sam Bishop's daddy's bowling alley. Maybe Big John's in there.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm heading there, Sparkie lad.
It's a good idea. Big John likes to bowl. Maybe he went there to bowl a few games, get his mind off that lady friend of his. All right, pull into that there parking space, Yuki.
Yeah, fine. Here we go.
I sure hope we can find him. We've been looking all over town for him for 2 hours now. Not anybody we've met has even seen Big John.
All right, let's go, lad. Get out of the taxi. We'll go inside.
Yeah, let's go on in. I haven't seen old Smiling Sam Sr. for a couple of weeks. Wonder how the old boy's doing.
Here, I'll push the door open for you there, Sparkie lad. Here you go. Go on in. After you, Yuki.
Yeah, fine.
Well, there sure are a lot of people bowling this afternoon.
Yep. Looks like the Cheviot Ladies Afternoon Bowling League has got the alleys today.
Well, maybe Big John just stepped in to watch the ladies bowl. Hey, Mayor, you go over and ask Smiling Sam Sr. if he's seen Big John today. And Sparkie and me will sort of mosey around and see if we can spot him among the spectators here.
Yeah, okay. You and the lad look around. I'll be right back. I'll meet you right here in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, let's see. See what we can see here.
I don't see Big John sitting around here anywhere, Yuki. Do you?
Well, not right now, I don't. However, this is a pretty big bowling alley. He could be here. Just haven't seen him yet. Just keep your eyes open. Take a look at all the spectators. Count every one of them.
That's what I'm doing. Well, I don't think he's here in the bowling alley. I still say he ran off to join the Foreign Legion.
Yeah, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised, Sparkie lad. Just about every feller who's in the Foreign Legion is in it because they want to forget a girl who has jilted them. Seems to me like you might be 100% correct.
You agree with me then, huh, Yuki?
Yeah, fine.
Well, then there's no use sticking around here. If Big John's in the Foreign Legion, then it seems to me the place to look for him is there. Where do we go, Yuki? I mean, how do we get there?
Oh, don't ask me, Sparkie lad. I've never been in the Foreign Legion. Here comes the mayor. Ask him.
Mayor, Yuki and I looked all over and Big John isn't here. And you know what? Yuki agrees with me. He thinks Big John has joined the Foreign Legion, too.
Well, I don't know about that, lad, but I know Big John ain't here at the bowling alley. Smiling Sam Bishop says he has not seen Big John all day long.
Yeah, but we looked just about everywhere in town. No, sir, Big John has joined the Foreign Legion. But now, how will we find him?
Oh, now, lad, calm down. You're getting too excited. Let's go back home and think this thing out. I'm sure we'll find him if we just keep our heads, so come on.
Well, okay. Come on, Yuki, let's go back home. Driveway, Yuke.
Yeah, all right, Sparkie lad. I'll just park the old Model T right alongside the front porch. Oh, there we are. Okay, all out.
Now let's go on in the house. Seems to me the best thing to do would be to call up the newspapers and tell them Big John has disappeared. We'll tell him to say that I miss him, and then maybe Big John will read that in the newspaper, and he'll feel sorry that he left home and he'll come back. Hey, I wonder if they read the newspaper in the Foreign Legion. Do they, Mayor?
Now, Sparkie, I don't think he's joined the Foreign Legion. I don't know how many times I have to remark on that.
I do. We've looked everywhere for him, but don't find him.
Well, Cincinnati's a big city. Yeah, Buster could be just about anywhere.
Well, I'd sure like to know where. Well, come on. Let's go on in.
Here, I'll open the door. Hold her open there, Yuki.
Yeah, fine, I got it. Go on in. Go on.
Right.
Come on, we may as well go into the living room and sit down. Boy, it won't be the same without Big John around here anymore.
That you, Sparkie?
Yeah, it's me. Hey, that's Big John's voice. Look! He's sitting in the living room.
Well, of course I'm sitting in the living room. Where have you guys been?
Well, we've been looking all over town for you. No, when I went upstairs to look for you, you weren't in your room. We thought you disappeared.
Disappeared? No, I just went for a little stroll through Wubbelding's woods. I just changed my mind about lying down.
Oh, boy. I thought you'd join the Foreign Legion. Boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Well, I'm sure glad Big John didn't join the Foreign Legion. If he had, I'm sure that we don't know how we could have found him. Boy, that was a close call. If he had gone away, I wonder where I could have gone to live. I should have known better. Big John wouldn't leave me like that. I guess he does like me a lot. Well, I like him too, and I'm going to do all I can to make him feel better. He still feels bad about losing out with Miss McClanahan, but maybe I can cheer him up. You'll be around tomorrow, kids. Maybe you can help me make Big John feel better. I'll see you then. So long.